Welcome back. June 19th is a special day in the history of the United States. Today is a holiday that commemorates the emancipation of enslaved people in the U.S. And to celebrate, there are several activities happening in the Nashville area that are free to the public. But right now, we are here with David Ewing to learn more about Juneteenth and its impact on Tennessee. We just love having you here. Welcome back.
It's great to be here, Laura. And Juneteenth is a fairly new holiday, even though African Americans grew up knowing about it. So the history, for those who don't know, going back to June 19th, 1865, the Civil War had ended in April, and Galveston, Texas had many enslaved people. And they thought the war was still going on, so they thought they were still under bondage. And it was on that day, June 19th, that General Gordon Granger came to the Galveston area and saw all these people that thought the war was still going on and they were still enslaved, and announced the war was over and they had their freedom.
And that was years after, right?
Months after. And so it's always been this day of celebration among some people in the African American community, particularly historically black colleges and black high schools back in the day. But now it's a national holiday.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Since 2021. Okay, so go for it. Take the floor, my friend.
So my family has a very unique history to slavery here in Nashville. My great-great-great-grandmother was enslaved by Andrew Jackson. Her name was Hannah, and she had her own Juneteenth. Many years after Jackson died in 1862, she decided she had had enough of slavery out of the Hermitage, and so she just walked off the plantation and headed to downtown Nashville. And at that time, Nashville was occupied by the Union Army during the Civil War. So if you were an African American and you made it behind the Union lines, you got your freedom. So she lived the rest of her life where the Country Music Hall of Fame is. I had another ancestor, Taylor Ewing, who was my great-great-grandfather's twin brother. He was at Travelers Rest. Same year, 1862, he left and came to Nashville. And he was one of the many African Americans that helped build Fort Negley. Fort Negley was built by formerly enslaved people that had escaped. Yeah. And interestingly enough, tonight at Fort Negley is our big Juneteenth celebration, starting at 5:30 till about 9.
With fireworks at the end.
And fireworks at 9. But before that, music, speakers, all sorts of activities. And, you know, ironically on this site, this Civil War site, that many formerly enslaved people who got their freedoms built.
Wow, it's so incredible to think back that, you know, back then it's right here in our own backyard. We keep saying that all day long, but really and truly the history is here. Whew, man.
And Nashville also participated in the economy of slavery back in the day. The city of Nashville owned about 10 enslaved people, and they basically put our early water system in. So we were not immune to that as a city. Most railroads before the Civil War also built with enslaved labor in the South. So there were lots of entities that benefited. A lot of people say my ancestors didn't own slaves and only 10 or 15% did, but a lot of people benefited from the enslaved economy.
Because we have this really cool graphic that is so awesome, and it says something at Spring Hill. There it is. Wow.
Spring Hill, Tennessee. So that was an auction. And, you know, weekly enslaved people were auctioned off here in Nashville, about a block away from the Capitol, where the Morris Memorial Building is located, and also behind St. Mary's Church. That was a slave auction there too as well. And, you know, an enslaved person, you know, went for about $500 to $800, depending on the age. And the other interesting thing, women could not own property, real estate, back during the 19th century, but you can give your wife or your daughter an enslaved person.
Wow.
And so that was also a way to kind of, you know, give wealth to other people when women weren't allowed to own property.
Whew, my gosh. You know, I know, you know, a lot of things happened at the Capitol throughout our history. Yeah, go ahead.
Our Capitol was the last state capitol, was finished in 1859 to be built with partially enslaved labor.
Oh my gosh, wow. It's so interesting to hear how much this was woven into the fabric of Nashville. How do you think things have changed since then?
Things have obviously changed. I mean, the African American community is, you know, still here, and the former slaves, like my great-great-grandparents, you know, established roots here in Nashville and stayed, and they became lawyers and bankers and other business people. And there's actually a great kind of story of the formerly enslaved people here in Nashville that set up shop, you know, kind of near 4th Avenue, near Martin Luther King, and they had black newspapers, and they started 1 Cent Savings Bank, which is now Citizens. One of my relatives was one of the 9 that started that. So even one, you know, the same generation of enslavement, people were doing things, and they got education. Fisk University was started to educate people that were formerly enslaved
Meharry,
too.
yes.
Meharry too, yes.
Yeah, gosh, it's so incredible. And this is also a great day reminding everyone to support Black-owned businesses.
Support Black-owned businesses. We have lots of restaurants and other businesses here in Nashville, and just kind of learn history. We love history here in Nashville, and this is a part of history that maybe you didn't grow up knowing about, but you know, go to the National Museum of African American Music or the State Museum or Andrew Jackson's Hermitage. There's now an enslaved wagon tour that you could learn more about the Andrew Jackson's 110 enslaved people he owned.
I have a question for you, personal question. 9th generation Nashvilleian,
Yes.
when you learned about your ancestors and what they had been through, how did that make you feel as a person, as David Ewing?
It made me feel that they were resilient. They came over with the first founders of Nashville, James Robertson's party, enslaved, and they stayed. And you know, the first 3 generations of that 9 generations was involuntary, but after that, and once the shackles were taken off and the education was had, we thrived here in Nashville.
And you're thriving here today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and happy Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth.
Go to Fort Negley tonight, see our mayor, and lots of other great people in the fireworks.
It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. Thank you so much. David, he does it all. For more quick history lessons and to see really cool photos around the Nashville area, check out his Instagram at @TheNashville. I wish I knew. Thank you again.